Well, obviously, very disappointing loss for us. Same problem for us on the defensive end. Reared his head several times. We couldn't get key stops. We tried to get key stops. We just didn't get it done. We scored enough to win the game against a very good defensive team. We just didn't do what we need to do on the defensive end.
Why do you think that is? It's like the, repeated storyline from the game the other day. There was fight tonight. There was energy. It seemed like the players stuck, together. What do you think happened when you guys did close to within 3 at one point during the second half?
Well, I'll tell you, you got to give the UVA some credit for that. Isaac McNeely in particular. I mean, he flew off of screens and made, very difficult shots. Now, were they open? Yeah, because we got caught behind. But he's running full speed off a screen and turning and shooting it within a half a second. That's a tough thing to guard. We guarded it one time and he got it and did a spinning pirouette jump shot. So again, give them credit. Also, again, it's our job to continue to work at the defensive end and to try to be better. But you got to give the opponent some credit too for making plays.
Can you talk about Matt's performance? I mean, again, 27 points and keeping you guys in it. What can you say about him?
Yeah, well, he's playing the best basketball of his career. He's taking on a leadership role. He's playing hard on both ends of the floor. I'm very happy for him as the way he's playing. Obviously, he's going through this just like all of us, and he wants to win. I think everybody wants to win. The key to becoming a winner is honoring the things that go into winning, like getting a defensive stop. And we preach that every day in practice, and we work on it every day in practice. We try different things. We went to switching 1 through 5 tonight off the ball. And, we just continue to try to search and find different things to hopefully help us become a better defensive team.
What was your message to the team after this game?
The thing for me is, if nothing else, I want to be a team. Right, and regardless of whether you played a lot, regardless if you like your role, regardless of any of those things, we got to stick together. We have some shortcomings as a group in the way we're built, but we can overcome certain things if we remain a team and fight through adversity. When we pull apart, we have no shot at fighting through adversity. And that's basically what I told our guys. We all have to be on the same page. We all have to be rowing in the same direction. Now, it's hard for a young guy to do that when you're losing. They don't see the forest for the trees. They don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. They look at it as, oh, woe is me. But we can't afford to do that. And we're going to try our darndest not to let them.
Virginia averages about 62 points per game on offense, and they had 81 today. What other than you mentioned McNeely, but what else did Virginia do today that really affected you guys today defensively? Yeah,
the kid Tay Murray had a terrific game. Also, he made some threes and he did a great job of straight line driving to the basket. We've had trouble guarding the Virginia stuff for years, and it's not like it's new. But when we're not that good defensively, it even sticks out even more. It becomes exacerbated. And so, again, Virginia executed very well. One of the things that we wanted to do was try to pressure them and take them out of their offense, make them play one-on-one, and they didn't fall for it. They stuck to their guns and executed very well and didn't fall into the trap of trying to become a one-on-one team.
It seemed like with this starting lineup that you had coming into this game, it continued that fight that you had from Cal, but 14-9, you started to sub them out there, and there goes Virginia on a 20-5 run. What was something that you didn't like about that lineup for them to go on that run?
Yeah, it's very difficult when there's not a lot of separation between you guys. And, we're bringing Lynn Kidd off the bench. We're bringing Austin Swartz off the bench. So our bench is very comparable to our subs. And so we want to stay fresh. We wanted to use our depth against UVA because, again, they were shorthanded, missing Saunders, missing Rhodey. And we wanted to use our depth. And so, again, it wasn't like we subbed them all at the same time. It was kind of gradually. But what really got them going was Isaac McNeely hit 2 threes, right? He hits 2 threes in the first half. It changed the entire landscape of the game because they were struggling to score at that time, and we were doing a decent job defensively. And he comes off and hits 2 threes, and that really kind of got us teetering again because, again, when you haven't had success, when adversity hits, it's like, boom, head goes immediately down. And we got to, again, grow up and try to get through that.
One more?
You're almost almost there, getting over that hump. It was a 3-point game against Cal. It was a constant just back and forth, back and forth. What are those little things that you think that the team can do to try and finally get over the hump?
Yeah, seizing the moment, right? And, maybe I can do something differently. Maybe call a timeout when that moment arrives. It's so hard during the game. If you go back to our Virginia Tech game, we're up 7, and we have 3 straight possessions of turnovers. The last one being Brandon Johnson makes an incredible play at half court, and he's got Devon Ugochukwu right ahead of him. It's a 3-on-1 break. He hits him in the kind of the back of the leg. It bounces off, and the guy's down there getting up on the Virginia Tech end. They throw it to him, and he dunks it. So all of a sudden, instead of being up 9, having 3 chances to go up 9 or 10 points, it's a 5-point game. Now their momentum is back in the game. They're at home. The castle starts rocking. So seizing those kind of moments has been our issue, and trying to figure out, again, when that moment's going to come in the game, because it's going to come whether on the offensive or defensive end. We got to capitalize on those moments.
All right, thank you, Bill.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Bill.